Did you know that last November, November 2023, China was added to the Apostille Hague Convention? If you need an apostille for China, this is a game changer. Previously, because they weren't part of the Hague Convention, you had to go the federal route. You had to get a federal apostille from Washington, D.C., and it took up to 11 weeks to do. Because China is now part of the Apostille Hague Convention, all you need to do is just do it at the state level. You can go to the Secretary of State where your document is notarized or issued, and you can get the apostille completed. You don't need to go through the federal level. Why is that such a big deal? Because of this. Federal apostilles take up to 11 weeks to process. 11 weeks. Doing it at a state level, it can take as little as 1 day, depending on what state you're in. My name is Rufus. I'm the notary dude here in Los Angeles, California. I'm a 5-star apostille notary. I do a lot of general notary work, and I process both federal and state apostilles. I had a gentleman who called me this morning and said he had some documents that he needed to sign, have notarized, and apostilled. I asked him what country he's requesting it, and he told me it was for China. I delivered the good news to him. So I met him earlier today, and what they are is basically like a power of attorney form. So the documents right here, there was a total of 4 of them. All the documents were in Chinese, and I went ahead and apostilled them for him. You see right here. I did the notarization for him, and then I took him to the Secretary of State to get the apostille completed. So why would you need an apostille for China? Well, as far as any apostille goes, the reason is this. The foreign country doesn't trust that the document is legitimate. So if it's being used here in the United States, you could just have it notarized, and that's good enough. The notarization stamp, you can just see right here. You see my notarization stamp there in the bottom corner. That's a document that's been notarized. Now, if you're wanting to use this in a foreign country, that foreign country doesn't trust it. So they want you to get it not only notarized, but also another level authentication, which is called the apostille. And here in California, this is what they look like. It's a stamp right here, and this is right here, it's the apostille certificate. So this is a document that's been notarized and apostilled for China. At this point, he can go to China and use this document. They'll see that apostille stamp right there and the certificate, and they'll know that it's legitimate. It's been certified, double layered, authenticated because of the apostille. So how do you go about getting an apostille for China? Once again, my name is Rufus. I'm the notary dude here in Los Angeles, California. My contact information is below, and you can reach out with any questions or text me. I do pick up my phone. I do answer texts. I'm usually pretty prompt about doing so. All I would need is this. I just need to know what the document is. A lot of times it's a birth certificate. It might be a death certificate. It might be a power of attorney form, similar to what this is right here. Whatever the document is, I need to know what it is, because there's a chance it might need to be notarized first. Now, it's a birth, death, or marriage certificate. Those need to come from the state. A notary here in California cannot notarize a birth, death, or marriage certificate. So those are going to be issued by the state. They need to be issued by the county clerk, and if it's signed by the correct individual, you don't have to do anything else, but just get me the document and I can get the apostille completed. Now, it's a power of attorney form, an affidavit, arbitration, whatever it is, those documents are going to be notarized first by a notary public. It's going to look something like this. So I just need to know what the document is so I can make sure we do the correct, we certify it correctly. After that, I just take it directly to the Secretary of State, and I can get the apostille completed. One of the good things about California is you can walk in and get an apostille the same day. So I could have it back just within 1 or 2 days. Other states don't necessarily have that luxury. You might have to mail it into them in order to get it done. But I process a lot of apostilles and a lot of apostilles for China. 我都識講廣東話，我講一點點普通話。So I speak Chinese, my Cantonese is pretty good, my Mandarin is so-so. So if you have a document that you need to have notarized and apostilled for China, my contact information is below, just call me.